So I'm going to let you in on what I consider to be my biggest kind of fashion staple, my fashion secret. Let's talk about it. So I have a core item of my wardrobe that I perceive to be a fashion staple. It is something that I wear with almost every outfit. It is something that I feel pulls every look together. It is probably my most searched for piece of clothing. It's a clothing item rather than an accessory. Some of you might already have an inkling as to what this is, but it's the item that I never leave the house without. I'm always looking for new versions of. I'm always trying new styles of, and I think it can really transform the way that your outfit looks. But before I get into what that item is, I bought something a little bit fun. I have always said that I don't own inserts for my bags that are specific for the bag. I buy them on Amazon on the whole, and I decided to buy an insert that was specifically made for one of my bags. And I bought it from an English-based company. This isn't sponsored. I actually used Meredith from the channel Living Lux with Meredith's code in order to get 10% off of this. And this is an insert from Handbag Angels. And I got a little bit of footage of me unboxing it and showing you the bag that I purchased it for. So let me roll that, then let's talk about my fashion staple. So I'm quite excited for this one. This is my first properly fitted organizer. So as you probably know, I've said multiple times, I tend to buy them from Amazon, but I thought I would try one that was actually fitted, that was intended for the specific bag. So I bought this one from Handbag Angels, who I believe are a UK-based company. This isn't sponsored or anything. I bought it after just seeing a few individuals, particularly Meredith, buy one. And I actually used Meredith's code, her 10% off code, which I'll put in there as well. But I just thought I'd show you. So this is from Handbag Angels. So I bought this on, I want to say, Friday. And it arrived with me today. So today is Tuesday. And there was a bank holiday in the middle. So that's pretty speedy, if I'm honest. So it's lovely and wrapped. And it's got this card that says, "Thank you for shopping at Handbag Angels. Love the Handbag Angels team." And I decided to go for a beautiful green for this bag. That's my Alexa. So let's undo the ribbons. It's got the tag. Open it out. Move the camera slightly. Let's make this easier. Oh dear. Oh, production value, eh? Here we go. Okay, let's try and... This is good enough, isn't it? This is good enough. So it's not got a organizer in it at the moment. Just got the strap there. So I went for the medium, which should hopefully be okay because this is a medium Alexa. We're in. It just took a little bit of a mow, but there it is in. Looks like a good fit to me. Easy. What's to do to the structure? There we go. It just gives it a little bit of shape. Beautiful. And then I wanted to go for a nice contrast green. So I think this is a lime green. It's got a few pockets. I didn't do anything particularly fancy or special with the order. I just simply chose regular Alexa green to contrast the pink. You can still see the mulberry there. Fabulous. Happy with that? It's about £30. No complaints. So there we have that. Thank you, Meredith, for the code and for that little discount. It was good. I'm happy with it. And I'm happy with that purchase. I haven't used the bag since it's had the insert, but I'm probably going to use it either today or tomorrow. And we all know I don't use that bag a huge amount, but it felt like the most appropriate one to have the insert for. And having seen it, I'll probably now buy one for my Bayswater because then I can flip it between the various Bayswaters. Anyway, I've left you hanging for long enough in terms of what is my fashion staple. I'm wearing it right now, the blazer. The blazer is the item that I love the most in a wardrobe. I think it is one of the most diverse and versatile items that you can have in a wardrobe. It is the item that can completely transform a look. They can be used formally, they can be used casually, they can add texture, dimension, color, just a great vibe to an outfit overall. You can wear them with trainers, with boots, with heels, with loafers, with boat shoes, you can just do so much with a blazer. And I feel that having a couple of well-made, well-fitting, tailoring pieces, particularly jackets, in your collection, in your wardrobe, is always a good thing. Now, I will talk through some of mine just to demonstrate the diversification of the item, because of course a blazer you can type in and you can get anything. You can get double-breasted, you can get a single button, you can get belted, you can get much more relaxed fits, you can get oversized, you can get a very structured fit. It might be, if it's in a very firm material, you get a slightly different feel to if it's not. So let me talk you through some of mine and, you know, just show you what I mean by this. So I've got, this alone is just a small subsection of mine, okay? But let's talk. So here's a very classic one as an example. So this is, I think this is in some sort of tweed. It's in a navy. It's got this kind of speckled detailing. It is single breasted, buttons there. I don't wear this one very often. It's not particularly my style any longer. I wear it to weddings, etc. every now and then if it's a slightly more casual wedding. But it's got a nice fit to it. It's got a nice cut and a nice structure. It's quite warm because of the material that it's in. It's more of a sort of a wintry vibe, but it's a nice piece. It's well made. It's got pockets. This one's a Hawes & Curtis. But it's just got a bit of structure to it. Of course, you can go a little bit more glamorous, and this one is a tuxedo jacket. This is, I think, from Zara. I bought this back in 2018, and I want to say it's from their 2017 collection. I'm sure there was somewhere, I'm sure it said where, oh, here we are. Event collection, winter 2017 tailored fit. So this is a tailored fit. So this one is very much one that cinches at the waist, and it creates a bit of an hourglass figure, which I quite like. The buttons I had to sew back on because it fell off. It's got pockets. Always go for a jacket with pockets. Interior is more important than exterior pockets, I find. But I quite like the way that the exterior pockets look. I think they break up the material a little bit, which is always nice. But this is quite a nice kind of fitted one. I wore this to an event back in February. And I'll insert photos of these as they're being worn. Then you've got ones like this that can add so much colour and texture. This is a Devil's Advocate piece. I wear this one a fair amount. You've seen this a fair amount. I've worn this casually. I've worn this more formally. I've worn this with kind of all black, a little bit more of a tailored underneath, and then thrown this over the top to just add that softness of the velvet with the, and then this sort of very hot pink. It's a beautiful piece. I wasn't too sure about this when I first bought it, but now I'm in. I use it a lot. It's double-breasted, so it has that crossover. I don't tend to wear it like that. I only ever really wear it open, but I love it. And quickly, hello, and a very warm welcome to today's video. For those of you who haven't seen my face before, hi, I'm Nick, glad to have you here. Those who have seen my face before, thank you so much for joining me again. I hope you're enjoying my videos. I put out videos roughly 3 times a week on a range of different topics, anywhere from fashion, slightly more personal topics. So if that sounds like something you'd be interested in, then please do head down, hit subscribe, and turn on the notification bell. I love chatting with you all. I'm all about living life loud, and what that means to me is being your authentic self, being proud to be you, and just celebrating who you are. Celebrating yourself, and of course, celebrating others. So, on with the video. Another thing with a blazer that I think is important is if you can get a set, sometimes go for a set, but think about if you can wear them as separates. So obviously with a suit, dependent on the cut of the suit, it can only be worn as the suit. Whereas if you buy one that's in a that's in a specific kind of texture or a specific pattern, or it's in a cut that means that you could wear it separately, either with a different skirt, a different pair of trousers, a pair of shorts even, a pair of jeans. That makes it really versatile. Likewise, if you have a trouser that you can then put a different jacket with, whether that be another blazer, whether that be a puffer jacket, whether that be a gilet, whether that be, you know, a jumper and shirt combo or a blouse. If there are ways of being able to wear the two pieces separately as well as together, it feels like you have 3 items of clothing, almost like 3 items. Yes, I do mean that, because I mean jacket separate, trousers separate, both together. 3, yes, 3 looks, 3 outfits, 3 ways of wearing it, rather than just the one way of wearing it together. So that's something to think about, and I do that a lot with my Devil's Advocate suits. The two-tone is easier to do that with than the blue. And I'll insert the photos of these. I tend to wear the blue together. I could probably wear the jacket separately with jeans. I just don't tend to. Whereas the trousers, I tend to wear with different jackets, and yeah. Anyway, more jackets, more things. This one I've owned for a long time. This is another Zara piece. This is a very, very tailored one. I'm not even going to lie to you and pretend that this fits anymore. It does not. Did it really fit at the time? I'm not 100%. But this one, I can't remember what this type of collar is called, but it's got this very kind of, it's not got a particularly substantial collar, which tends to want to pop up. But again, this is very much about cinching in at the waist. It's got this panel down the back, which does give it a little bit more flexibility. And it's got that same kind of detailing here. So it's got a little bit of stretch in it without looking like it's got stretch in it, which is really nice. So you don't feel self-conscious in this. I've not tried to wear this for a long time. I'm not even going to do it to myself by trying to put it on my body. I like this a lot. I like the shape of it. I like the pockets on it. It's beautiful. It doesn't have interior pockets. Oh, it's got, nope, that one's completely sewn up. And I don't think, oh, I could undo that. But the fact that I've not undone that probably shows you how little I wear it. But it is a great blazer. It adds great structure and great formality. Would look great with a formal pair of trousers. Would look great with a pair of jeans. It's a nice piece. I think I've given this to people to borrow when they've needed jackets and they've been at my house more than I've worn it myself. Just doesn't fit. So, you know, you got to know when to give it up. Add a little bit of fun, a little bit of pattern, print. This has the scalloped collar, which adds a softness as it runs kind of down the body. It's beautiful. I mean, you can see, look at, oh my goodness, look at that spray tan on it. Oh, that's tragic. Oh, it's gone down here as well. Oh dear, never mind. I'll get that dry cleaned. These Devil's Advocate pieces have this really nice lining as well with the bees on it. You can see Devil's Advocate. This one's very light, it's very airy, it's very summery. I like the sort of the crisp white with this beautiful blue with the flowers on it. This one always gets a significant amount of compliments, and I really like the way that the collar works. I've never owned a scalloped collared jacket until I bought this one, probably, what, 3 or 4 months ago. And now I really enjoy them. I think it just adds this element of visual interest and softness. I wear this a lot with jeans. Annoyingly, it did come with a pair of trousers, but they'd sold out by the time I got to it. So if they ever do come into stock, I will be buying the trousers too, but I think I might have missed them. But just as a blazer on its own, it's a great one. If you don't want the significant number of jackets and you just want one that can be very usable, think about your wardrobe, think about the colours that you wear, and therefore think about what can match and what can be mixed across a number of different trousers or skirts or shorts or, you know, different options. What can work well with if you have shirts or blouses or t-shirts of a certain colour? What is it that will work the best with them? For a long time, this was one of my core jackets because it went with a significant amount of what I was wearing. I will wear this with black and use this to add a bit of softness. I will wear this with other pastel colours. I'll wear it with blue. I've worn it with green. I've worn it with yellow. I've worn it with purple. I'll wear it with all whites. Like, this has worked very well for me over the years. When it was one of my only jackets, I think I only had 2 or 3 at the time. And I originally bought this to go to Henley Regatta. I wore it to Henley Regatta. It's a great, great jacket. I've worn it to weddings. I mean, I've had it a long time. I've owned this since 2016. So 7 years I've had this jacket. It's from ASOS. It's great. It's a little bit thicker because it's kind of a woolen texture, but I do still wear it in the summer. It's just a beautiful, beautiful piece. It's worked very well for me. Could it probably do with maybe not being worn so much now? Yes, I haven't worn it for a little while. It's probably looking a little bit grubby, but I'm sure that's that my dry cleaner can't support with. Yes, I think we can probably get it back. And last but by no means least, blazers can be unisex. Anyone can wear them. Anyone can enjoy them. You can mix and match with one another. It doesn't matter. I believe that fashion should be genderless anyway. But, you know, whilst we do still live in a world where that's often applied, you can break outside of it. And an example of this is that myself and another fabulous, amazing YouTuber who many of you will know, and if you don't know, you need to go and watch, we own the same jacket. We wear it slightly differently, we style it differently, but I absolutely love how it looks on them and I love how it looks on me, and we're both able to put our own personal style into it. We both, I would say, have a similar sense of style, but we have our own twist on it, and that's what fashion's all about. And it's myself and the fabulous Dale's Addiction. We both own this jacket. I'm sure you have seen Dale wearing it in videos, styling it on her Instagram. She looks amazing in it. And I love the way that we're both able to wear it. I think jackets in particular can just be worn by anybody. Like I said, they're genderless fashion, they're unisex, they're fun. As long as you feel comfortable wearing it, I think that's all that should matter. This is absolutely one of my favorites. It reminds me of the movie Clueless, but in a color palette that I absolutely gravitate towards. It's fun, it's playful, always gets a lot of compliments. I like the fact that it's a bit oversized. Again, I think it's a double-breasted one, never worn like that, only ever worn open. I quite like what I wear underneath this to be sort of monochrome and fairly sleek, and then I throw this on over the top and just have a bit of a base layer for this to really stand out, normally with a pair of white trainers. But you could dress this up, you could dress this down. It did also come with a pair of trousers, but they're wide leg trousers, and wide leg trousers don't suit me, so I'm not going for those. But you could wear this with so much. You could wear it over the top of a dress, a skirt and blouse combo, a more formal sort of shirt and trouser combo. You can wear it with trainers, you can wear it with heels, you could wear it with lace-up shoes. You know, there's a lot that you can do with jackets. I hope I've hammered that point home. I just think that if they're not something that you have explored yet, maybe try. Maybe go into a tailor or a store and try on the different variations. Try on the different styles of jacket, the different collars, the different necklines, the different... do you want single-breasted, double-breasted? Do you plan to wear it open? Do you plan to wear it closed? Would a soft texture like a velvet suit you more, or would you prefer something that feels a little bit more structured in the material? You can have a lot of fun with a jacket. I also think it brings versatility to the other pieces that you own. You can just make so much out of them. So there we have it, everyone. That is my thought on that particular topic. Let me know what you think. Are you a blazer jacket lover like me? Is it something you're exploring? Is it something you've explored and you think absolutely not? Let me know what you think. Take care, everyone. Bye now.